Okay. I'm just going to check your mic is still flashing green.
Yeah, I'm on.
You just check it.
You've just ruined my entrance.
Go back in.
Well,
You can start again.
I'm in there. Okay.
What's the story?
This is the Garver Commission. This bike has come back and we've swapped on some spoke wheels at the request of its owner. Originally had the mag wheels from the original donor bike, the Y spokes.
So these were the originals or the previous set were the original?
No, these are very custom. They're spoke wheels. This is a custom hub on the front that's made from scratch. And on the rear, we used a hub from an R100 GS and modified it to fit and then laced it offset on a really big rim.
So is the handling a lot different between the previous set of wheels?
We've got a 150 wide rear tyre on this.
What was the last one?
Factory would have been 120. So yeah, more meat, race tyre, sticky.
Do you prefer it with this set or the other?
Oh my God, all the hard work that you can see in this bike, the tyres are fabulous. It's an absolute game changer for handling.
So what's the origins of this bike in the first place, back to when Mr. Garver approached?
Okay, so Garver Commission came about. He wanted a bobber and went about sourcing a 1988 R100 RS monoshock, single-sided swing arm, basically.
So he actually found this? Or
No, I found the donor.
Okay.
And Mr. Garver purchased the donor and we set about tearing it apart and building it.
And when he called you, what was his hit list of desires? Like, where did it start?
It's a real special cat. He's an established biker, known in bike world and of motorcycle hierarchy. Like,
Yeah, he's up there.
if you were in the Hells Angels, he's El Presidente for sure.
So he's a serious guy.
Serious guy, wants serious stuff. Got a serious engine, 1070cc, the Sabel big bore kit, long rod, the touring model.
What was the other model?
They do a sport and a touring, and it's just their way of saying long rod or a regular rod.
And the rod specifically for the layman?
A connecting rod. So the longer the connecting rod, the more torque you're going to make. If you have a shorter connecting rod, you're adjusting the stroke. So short stroke is higher revving, and basically a longer rod gives you more pull for your power. So when you rev it at 50 miles an hour, it's got all the grunt in the middle versus off the line. Not that it's a slouch off the line.
In the middle, is she quick?
Oh yeah, it feels great. It's punchy. Like I said, interesting dude, and he asked me, hey, if there's any little trinkets you can throw at it, let's do it. And I'd had my eye on these magnesium oil pans. Do you see how it sticks out like a surfboard on the bottom?
On the base, yeah.
Yeah, look, it reminds me of like superbike stuff when they've got that kind of belly pan scoop. And you need to cool the engine because we've gone for such a large displacement. You need to run an oil cooler, which we've done, and you just need more oil in the sun.
So is that the only bike?
Don't touch, it's hot.
Oh, no. So is that the only bike that has this setup?
Yeah, it currently is, and I've bought the remaining magnesium oil pans in existence.
How many were they?
There's a few, but there's only a few.
Global?
So
You did like a whole global search?
I bought all the ones that I know of. I think they're really special. If anyone can assist in casting said oil pans, we should make some more.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
All right. So then what else did he want?
Olin suspension, front and rear, the best. He wants the best, okay? So in a previous exercise of making the best airhead in the world, we developed the handlebar. So we've got the internal throttle, weld-on levers, and all of that sounds like gobbledygook, but it means you've got clean bars with very few cables. All you see is the brake cable and the clutch cable. And both of those feed through the triple. So they're not all gangly. Really nice touch that I just got and I've been adding to existing builds. These little clips are meant for a 70s Chevy. And I just measured the line versus the fender bracket, and they're the perfect clips, and they just uniform that.
How do you find, what made you search Chevy clips?
Oh my God, if I told you, if you looked through my Google search history, you'd just be like, what you weirdo.
Honestly, where did you think?
I spend my nights thinking about hardware and clips and strange stuff, man.
All right, so we've got Chevy. So, okay, from the front, we've got the Olin's.
Yeah, from the front, we've got really nice Brembo rotors, Brembo GP4, cast aluminum, billet aluminum calipers, nickel finish. Sexy 12-point ARP bolts. We've got the handmade fender with aluminum, handmade fender bracket. We've got the machined billet aluminum wheel hub, laced to stainless spokes and an aluminum rim. That's all lovely.
So just for a second.
Yes.
You've made that.
Yeah, all of that.
What-
Don't forget, this bike would have had big fairing on it. Like, it would look like a big police bike.
Oh, that's what she looked like.
Yeah, the big one, touring bike.
Okay, gotcha. So like this looks really special. This
Don't touch,
device.
all hot.
I'm not
That's an
touching
oil
it.
cooler.
I'm not touching it.
Upgraded oil cooler. This model came with a thermostat. This does not have a thermostat in it. This is just an oil cooler that works all the time because the thermostats are known to fail. Then you don't have oil circulation and you don't want to risk that.
Oh, wow. So it's always working.
Yeah. I got gifted these exhaust nuts from Motone. Thank you. They were a little test. Really like those. Polished fins. Then we've got the Denali spotlights mounted to brackets that I welded onto the frame before it got powder coated.
So the brackets are custom to fit the lights.
Yeah, but the brackets are actually, they've got BMW stamped on them because I used some horn brackets that I found the stamp on and cut them, but kept the markings, so it looks factory. It's really cool.
All right. So the headlight.
Oh yeah, adaptive LED headlight. We use a lot of the same parts on the bikes. They're just set up differently, but you might have heard me say this is Motodemic's JW Speaker adaptive LED headlight. Really bright LED, so it doesn't have as much draw on the battery, and it lights up when you lean right, lights up right, left. So then you'll see we've got a factory R100 RS headlight bucket, but we've welded up all the useless holes that are in it. The factory doesn't paint them body color, and there's loads of holes with rubber grommets. We just keep the holes and grommets that we need. Weld it up, paint it to match, made the headlight brackets to look like older ones and fit over the Öhlins fork. Oh, fun fact. So Garver is like 6'1", 6'2", and this has got a taller rise in the riser, and there's an extra inch in the handlebar. So despite looking similar to the others, it is set up for a larger torso. Oh. The headlight is the heart of the bike. Well, the engine is the heart, but the headlight is the heart of the electronics for the bike. Fuses, connectors, everything goes to the bucket.
Right.
Moving back, motor gadget, speedo, super cool. I'm on the fence with it because they look very modern, but it's so discreet and it gives you so much data, and I can't help but feel I associate it with all the high-end builds.
So the heart.
Oh, well,
What's
the
going on?
engine, yes. We've made a fire-breathing monster in this thing. Twin spark, 1070cc, dynoed at 76 horsepower.
And the new one, when factory?
60.
Okay.
And twin spark makes loads. It's set up for torque. I forget the torque number, but I think it was equal. I think it was torque to horsepower, I'm not sure. My butt dyno tells me it rips. Oversized rear wheel. Got a fun story for these wheels.
I want to hear it.
We originally made these wheels for Brad Pitt's bike, showed him the bike with these wheels on, and then he saw this bike with its wheels on, and he's like, no, I want those
wheels.
So now that he's got, and we made another set of those wheels and put them on his bike, and now the Garver commission is getting the Pitt commission wheels.
Awesome. So lighting on the back, what have we got?
Oh, we've got some motor gadget, blaze pin turn signals, and then the tail light, brake light is up here.
And the saddle, that looks brand new to me.
Yeah, it's a brand new saddle, seat pattern, bolts onto the frame that we've made for the bobber.
So this would have come with the bike, this pipe, but it was cut.
It's the factory exhaust system that's been taken apart, cerakoted and gutted, basically. It's nice because it retains all the factory stamps on the pipe.
Oh yeah, I see.
It just so happens that 3 foot of it isn't there anymore.
So when Mr. Garver called you, did he say he wanted black, or did you recommend?
Garver chose the paint scheme, black with the gold stripe. We were deliberating over that for a while.
The stripe?
Yeah, the stripes to tie in with the Öhlins. I get it. I think it's great. I mean, I'll take credit for it, but it was all him.
How long do you think that takes?
I've seen him do it. Doesn't take long at all.
So he's an artist, basically.
Oh, he's an artist. Old boy named Bill. Spends 2 hours looking at it. And I'll be like, Bill, you haven't striped my tank. He's like, "Ugh, turn around.
Done.
Let me do the second one. Turn around.
Hey, he's got a process.
He does have a process.
And this is the result. So his process is obviously...
Oh, it's beautiful.
Why would we mess
he's
with
really
that?
an artist. Hand-painted stripes are a must.
Oh, yeah.
We've got the bake light caps. We've got his chill heads, riding club. Granted, most of them are dead, but Randy's like last man standing.
So that's meaningful.
No, more meaningful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The frame, did you do work on the frame itself?
Yeah, the frame's modified. As much as it looks stock and everything bolts up, it's really a case of cleaning up, tidying up, chopping off what doesn't need to be there, filling holes, smoothing. I dislike seeing holes unused. Well planned and executed is generally the way.
Mr. Garver's happy.
Oh, he's stoked.
Yeah. So stoked. He's ordered more.
Yeah, Randy's got a few bikes going on. By his own admission, he enjoys the process as much as the bike itself. That's good. There she is.
That's great. You're sorry to see her go.